Jeg så på RuPaul's Drag Race, og så bare stoppa det.
Okay, right. So we are live. So welcome everybody to episode 149 of the CosCast.
49? It says 48.
Oh no, 148. You're right. I'm in the wrong. It's 148. I am, as always, your main host, Pixie Does Cosplay, and with me I have my wonderful co-hosts.
Annabelle Cosplay. I'm currently sick, so sorry about that.
Super. Anja Cosplay.
And we're also joined by our wonderful guests, Whitespring Cosplay. Hello.
Hello. So great to be here.
So happy you could. So the main theme of the day is an interview with you. So we're going to get to that. But first, of course, we're going to get into our usual segments. So the first one is cosplay progress. So have we been working on anything cosplay related during the past 2 weeks?
No.
What else is new?
No, but I'm seriously writing down a list of stuff that I need to start a new cosplay. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. I just know that I want to work with foam, so I just need to find a project that really triggers me to start working. But I'm writing down, like, I've been talking a bit to Eben Cosplay about, like, what kind of glue do you use and stuff like that. So I'm writing a list and planning.
Cool.
Yes.
That's cool. I'm not working on anything right now. And I don't have any plans to set in motion yet either. So, nah.
I mean, I personally have not been working on anything. I'm on 100% sick leave right now. So I'm not working or doing anything except sleeping, eating, and playing games or trying to relax and get well. But I did order some 3D printed stuff from a friend. So hopefully maybe next year I'll be able to start making Inquisitor Lavalon from Dragon Age.
Cool.
Yeah. So
All of Norway is just going into hibernation for the winter in cosplay making.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have the economy to start new projects right now, so I just have to bide my time and just make the best out of things as they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
I am currently working on this month's cosplay for my Patreon, and that is, can you guess the cosplay?
Yes. It is Bosette.
Oh, so cute.
It is. Quite right. Bosette will be my next cosplay that I'm working on. Actually, my whole station here is just covered in Bosette stuff.
Very cool.
Yes.
It's gonna be cool to see the pictures. I guess, are you gonna post them on Instagram as well, or is it only for Patreon?
No, I do. I do one cosplay a month for Patreon, but then I post half or the majority of the pictures on social media. It's only some of the pictures in the set that is only for Patreon, and then I do maybe another side cosplay that is exclusively for Patreon.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
You learned something new. All right. So I'm looking forward to seeing your Bosette, at least, for sure. So you mentioned before the show that you do 1 to 2 cosplays a month, which to me is insane. How do you even?
Good question. I feel like before I started Patreon, I wasn't this quick to make cosplay, but having a Patreon is just such a big inspiration because you sort of have to make a cosplay a month. And all the people over there are so supportive, and every picture you post is like, oh my god, I'm so looking forward to it. So it's so motivating as well. So that's kind of keeps me going, and I think 2018 will be the year I make the most cosplays ever.
Very cool. Let's see. Just going to check with the chat. People are saying hello to you. And
Aw.
yeah. And there also a lot of people are chanting "Super" in the chat, which is an internal joke because Tonya does a live stream every Tuesday where she plays World of Warcraft with some friends. And she started swearing one time, and then she ran out of swear words, and the last thing she was able to say was "Oh, super." So that's a thing now.
It's the new swear word.
So glad you're using that.
And we actually have merchandise in our Teespring store with the word "super" on.
Yeah, I made a t-shirt. I had to.
Yeah, I've ordered the leggings, and they're soon arriving in my mail.
Oh, cool. Cool. Let's see. Ryurai saw that there was a 11/11 sale, so she ended up buying some wigs.
Ooh.
So that's some of her cosplay progress. And Avon says that get well soon. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. Let's see. Oh, the chat is moving fast today.
Yeah, very, very fast.
Yes. Bazinga says 1 point to Anita for the t-shirt. Thank you.
Because Star Wars.
Because
Yeah.
Star Wars. He's part of the Nordic Garrison.
Yes, yes.
And Avon is finally getting some work done on Ned Stark for a change. That's exciting. And Dan Lore says, "Spring is my widow." Hashtag spring is my widow. So I guess this is one of your followers.
Dan. Oh, I think I know. I think I know what you're talking about. Me and Tenchi the Bubble did shipping pictures with Diva and Widowmaker, and he liked that. So now I'm always the widow in his eyes.
Aww.
Well, hello to you. All right, so let's move on to this week's news from the geek and cosplay community. So the first item up is that MetroCon 2018 Transformation was held last week in Stavanger, and there have been a lot of pictures popping up on Instagram and Facebook. It seems like people had a really good time.
It did. I'm happy that MetroCon is back too.
Yeah.
I've never been there myself, but it seems like a very cozy convention, and like it seemed all in all that all the people posting pictures from the convention had a really good time, as you said. So I really want to go now.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm always sad when Norwegian conventions have to like take a break or stop hosting events. So it's like when BonsaiCon came back, I was happy. When MetroCon came back, I was happy, even though I've never been to MetroCon either. It's just nice to see that people are passionate and continue doing what they love to do and create spaces for the community where we can meet all over the country. Yes, that's great. Also, Animanga was held in Arendal this Saturday, this weekend, on the 10th. So, I've never been to Animanga either, but I've been seeing that they've been doing a lot of, like, hype stuff before the convention. Like, they had, like, a Facebook quiz where you could send in answers to questions and win tickets and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, I hope Animanga went well, and if any of our viewers were there, feel free to write in the chat about your experiences, how it was, and if you had fun, whatever. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one of the big things that we didn't get to cover last week because we didn't have a show was BlizzCon, which was recently a thing. So a lot of new games and stuff. What did you say?
No one said something.
Oh, I thought I heard someone. Okay. Anyway, so a lot of new things were announced. Warcraft 3 is getting a remake, which is kind of fun. This is one of my childhood games that I played a lot. And also, there are some new heroes for Overwatch. I assume that most people have seen Ashe popping up in their feed, and a lot of Ashe cosplay tests.
Yes.
So people are very hyped about that. But one thing people were not very hyped about, however, was the launch of a Diablo mobile app game.
Yes. I saw the opening show on television, and I just felt like they should have announced the mobile game first. They shouldn't have done that as one of their latest things. They should have done that first and then hyped it up with Warcraft 3 and Overwatch. It just felt flat and dead, and it was cringy to watch, and I just wanted it to be over. I mean, if they had announced that news first, it wouldn't have been a problem, because people weren't like, I think the opening show was already like an hour late. Everyone was waiting for Overwatch World League to start, and all the games were an hour late because of the opening show. So, yeah,
that sucks. No, but I mean, also people had been hyping a lot before BlizzCon, like, oh, they're going to release something new for Diablo. Is it a new Diablo game? And then it's like, oh, it's for iPhone.
But Diablo for Switch looks cool, though.
Yeah, that could be cool. I don't have a Switch yet, but I want a Switch.
Yes, as the cringe was real.
Cosplay Studio says, "Don't you guys have phones?" Yes, I do,
Yes.
but I don't really play games on my phone.
No.
I play Tetris on my phone.
Yeah, I don't play games. I had Candy Crush, but it kept, reminding me that, hey, do you want to play games now? And kept popping up on my feed, and I was like, no. So I uninstalled it because it was annoying. So, no, I don't have games on my phone.
Do you play phone games on your phone, what?
I don't have time.
No.
No, with 1 to 2 cosplays a month, I understand that.
Yeah, I binge a lot of series. I get that done very quickly since I just sit here and make cosplays. But unfortunately, I don't have time to play games, World of Warcraft, and it's actually so sad.
Yeah,
Yes.
word.
I
don't have the time to play. So while I'm sick, I'm taking advantage of the time I have at home where I don't have to do anything. To just like, okay, let me chill and play some games and get myself in a good space. Like,
also, Rick Makes Stuff says, don't forget the most important thing, Overwatch Lego. Yes.
What?
Hell yes. Also, they are making cereal. They're making actual cereal and selling it in America from Overwatch. They're making Lucio's, which is a cereal that you have in game, and they're making it for real in America.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. I would eat Lucio's probably.
Yeah. It's just like Cheerios, but
Yeah.
yellow and green.
I figured.
Yeah.
All right. The next piece of news is something that relates to the CosCast, basically. The year is coming to a close. We have chosen to end this season on the 9th of December, so that will be our last regular episode for this year, but we will, of course, be back next year. But things will be happening on our Instagram throughout December, so, just keep an eye out. There will be fun stuff popping up every now and then throughout the month. Next on the agenda is we've started to plan the next season of the CosCast, and we are looking for a new question to ask all of our guests at the end of each episode, because we've done the whole vegetable fruit question for a while, and it's fun, but we want a new question, so we want you guys to send in suggestions for what would be the new replacement for the fruits and vegetable question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Big responsibility on you guys. And also, if you have any comments on what you think about the whole bi-weekly thing, do you think it works, or should we go back to having shows every week, or do you have any other things that you would like us to change or add to the show? Feel free to send us a message or an email to thecoscastshow@gmail.com and let us know.
And also, Ryurai is afraid that we're going to drop the sample question. We don't want to drop it. We just want a replacement in case we get back people who has already gotten the question. We need something new.
Yeah. Can't keep asking people the same question over and over again.
No. But sing us a show every day.
Yeah, if you guys are willing to support us on Patreon and make sure that I can live of editing episodes and live streaming and stuff, or that all three of us possibly could do that, then we can do a show every day. Until then, No. Sorry.
Sorry.
That's not gonna work. I work 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
So
Cece has a replacement. If you were a cereal, which would you be and why?
there you go.
And Sample says, so proud of you, Cece. Wow.
We love you, fam. You are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the last piece is something you wanted to talk about, Sunniva, and that is that trolls have taken over TikTok. Have any of you guys experienced this, and what do you think?
What's TikTok?
I will let Sunniva explain.
Well, TikTok is the new app that has taken over for Musical.ly. Do any of you know what Musical.ly is?
Yes.
No. Okay, Musical.ly is that kind of app that lets you lip sync to songs or sayings and do like cool things. You've probably seen people do it. Mitternacht Cosplay has done a lot of those videos in cosplay, which are really funny. Like usually there are funny and skits like, but some are really cringeworthy. Not Mitternacht's, not hers, but some TikToks are very cringeworthy. So Trolls has taken over these, and you can react to someone else's TikToks, and now it's just a cluster of memes and trolling and fun things. And yeah, it seems like furries has gotten a lot of,
Attention.
bashing. Yeah.
Negative attention, I guess you could call it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is sad, but
I have one piece of news. It's about Kamui Cosplay, and she was commissioned from EA and Lucasfilm to make a character or thing. This thing, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she was commissioned to make this, and of course she wants to do like as cheap as possible, and this one cost her about $80 to make, and I know that making the different armors and stuff from these Star Wars movies cost quite a lot, based on what I've heard from Basinga or Henrik.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Nordic Garrison spend a lot of money to be as screen accurate as possible and have all the materials as accurate as possible, and they use a lot of time and finances to do a lot of work for that.
I know that Kamui is made of foam, and Nordic Garrison usually use fiberglass, which is more sturdy and will last longer. So I guess quality over quantity?
I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, it looks great.
Yes. Oh yeah. Don't
It
get
looks
me wrong. It
Very,
looks amazing.
very, very great. And I just wanted to include that piece of information in the news segment to honor my friend Henrik, who's such a big Star Wars fan.
Star Wars friends.
He's my Star Wars friend.
Yes. The best kinds of friends.
I have to start writing down all the question suggestions we're getting. They're raining in.
If you're a social media app, which would you be and why?
Yeah.
We will look through them after.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you're done. So that concludes the news segment of our show. So we're gonna move into the interview segment. But before we start asking you questions, I figured we would show the audience some pictures of your cosplays, so they can get to know you if they don't already. And I mean, for those who already know you, who wouldn't want to look at your cosplay pictures? They're gorgeous.
Aww.
Let's see. So there we go. So you won't be able to see them just yet, but the rest of the viewers will see them.
Okay.
So the first is a photo by Cosplay Studio, and it is your snow bunny Needly.
Yes.
So if you just want to tell us a little bit about your cosplays, like if you have any fun stories or why you chose this character, things like that.
I choose most of my cosplays based on their looks or their design. Maybe there is one detail, one thing, or the whole costume that I really, really like and really, really want to make. And that can usually tip me over to make that character. For this, I play League of Legends. I love it. And I really wanted to do a winter character. And I thought Nidalee would make a really good character for taking photos out in winter, even though it's cold as fuck. But, you know, a winter warrior fit the whole Norwegian Viking vibe.
Very much so.
So we had this shoot. It took 3 hours, and I've never been so cold in my life. It was fun and horrible at the same time. But the cosplay studio, it was incredible. Like, he made me take breaks to sit in the car and wait while they switch scenes and everything. And for the cosplay, it was fairly easy to sew the sewing parts, and all the teeth are cut out of insulation foam, and same with the spear. So that took quite a while.
That I can't believe.
Yeah.
I think the wig is the one that maybe scares me the most about this one, because it's the high ponytail and it's hard to get it to look right. And
well, it looks really good, but no credit to me. This is Arda, an Arda wig. It's amazing. I basically took it out of the package, cut the bangs a little bit, some hairspray, and done. Arda wigs for the win. It's amazing.
I have one Arda wig, and it's my Link wig, and I have to say I am so happy with it, because I've only styled that sucker once, and it just stays in shape. Like, I just have to brush it a little bit and maybe respray it, but that's all I have to do.
Arda is expensive, but it really is the best on the market, and especially for Nidalee, who had this, you can see she has this split in the front and everything, so the wig was just too perfect to not have to this cosplay.
Cool. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is, of course, your Wonder Woman, and this is by Catrix Media.
Oh, yes. I love this picture so much.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. The colors are just, they pop so well.
This cosplay took me 3 months to make. And I made it for the Justice League premiere at one of the cinemas here in Norway. Yeah, I think it's one of my favorite costumes, if not my favorite costume that I've made.
I mean, that corset part must have taken ages to, like, make the pattern for and get right.
Well, yes, but no. The hardest thing was actually the skirt. Surprise, surprise. Because the corset is not that hard. I have a tutorial of it on my Facebook and Instagram, but you basically just duct tape yourself, draw on the pattern, including all of the tiny pieces on the corset, cut everything out, then cut everything out in foam, glue it together, prime and paint, and boom, you have yourself a Wonder Woman corset.
Cool.
Yeah, when you just narrow it down in steps, it's not that difficult, but it looks really cool.
It does.
The skirt was a son of a bitch.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better, because I've kind of been a little bit scared to start working with, like, big foam armor pieces and things, so that makes me feel a little bit better.
It's much easier than it looks, and you can make everything look good with lots of layers of wood glue.
I can believe that. Let's see. The next one up is it's Ari from another League of Legends, and this is by Okami Cosplay Photography, I think.
Yeah, correct. So this was the first cosplay I ever made.
I think I remember you. Did you bring it to a Desucon once, or the Gathering, possibly?
Never been to the Gathering,
No.
but I did bring it for a Desucon.
Yeah.
I have worn it at 2 different Desucons, like one Desucon Fantasy and one regular Desucon, and then I also wore it to Spill Expo. and maybe another convention. I don't remember. It's very heavy to wear.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Those tails must weigh a ton.
Well, they do weigh a lot. Half of it is my newbie mistake because the four tails in the back, right beside my head, are all it's a PVC pipe covered with expanding foam that I've cut out the shape of a tail. Halfway through, or after making those four tails, I found out that, oh my god, this is going to be expensive and time consuming and heavy. So I stopped, and the rest are just filled with pillow stuffing, and I should have done that with the four upward tails, but you live and you learn. It was, as I said, my first cosplay, so I learned every step I went with this cosplay. But yeah, they do weigh a lot, and I usually get bruises on my rib cage after wearing it.
Have you ever worn it for a competition?
Yes, I won it for the Spiel Expo competition. I don't remember when. I think it was either through 3 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
I think it was 3 years ago. I wore it for a Spiel Expo cosplay competition, but it was not high enough quality to win Spiel Expo, and I was a judge there this year, and the level and the quality of the cosplays that compete there is just out of this world.
Yeah,
it's NCC level, some of them.
It is.
Like
They're
the Jaina and the Sylvanas were like, I was like, I don't know which of those two are gonna win because they are so detailed and so well made. Like, it must have been a hard decision. Let's see.
It was really hard, actually. Oh, I think it's lagging.
Yeah, I think,
maybe.
I think there's a little bit of lag, so we're just going to have to, you know, pace ourselves a little bit. But I can read a little bit from the chat. People are saying like, Nidalee, so pretty. OMG, that's gotta have been super cold. And love all the amazing LOL cosplays. Stunning. And yeah. Yeah, Lucia Ferrer, the audio is lagging a little bit, but we're working it out. Okay, so let's just move on to the next one. This is your Charizard.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
I think there were a bit of sound just as you said what you said, Anita, so I don't think...
Everything has frozen on my end. I don't know if you can see it, but...
Right, that's why. That's why.
I can hear you.
Yeah. There you are.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if you heard the last thing I said, but we're moving on to the next picture, so the next one up is your Charizard cosplay. Oh no, I think we're lagged up. I think we've broken
oh my god, it's lagging so much.
Yeah.
Oh
no. So just hang on. I'm going to try to check out the settings and the stream quality and see what's up.
I can hear you fine now, but I just closed everything I had open on my browser.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, next picture.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we were on the Charizard cosplay of you.
Yeah.
So I'll pop that back up again so people can see it, and hopefully it won't be a problem. There we go. So yeah, Charizard. I think I remember seeing this for the first time at ToruCon a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Correct. That was the first time I wore it. This was my first Vorbla project and first full body armor.
Cool. So did you make the design yourself too? Like, did you decide what it was gonna look like?
I there is this really talented graphic artist on DeviantArt called Dave19, and he put out this drawing of Charizard, and I just fell in love instantly, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know anything about making armor, but I have to make this.
Aww.
So I ordered my first Borbla and everything and just started making it because I just fell in love with the design so much, and also I love first generation of Pokemon.
Yes,
so it
they're
was
the
just,
best.
oh my god, yes. Oh, generation 1 forever. So,
I want to make a Bulbasaur one.
oh my god, do it!
So cute.
Yeah.
I thought it was Ivysaur that you loved.
Oh no, I like all the Saurs. But
Yes,
one of them at
same.
least. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, or Venusaur. Like one of those. I like the plant ones.
I always used to have the Squirtle as my starter Pokemon, and I always used to call it Sweetie. So at the end of the game, I always had a Blastoise called Sweetie.
Oh my god.
It's cute.
Hilarious.
And also Rick Makes Stuff says, it's not the CosCast without technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
And Avon says, hashtag behind the scenes.
Yes.
And Rick is suggesting, new CosCast group cosplay, Generation 1 Pokemon?
Huh.
Huh,
Maybe.
Maybe. I
Do
mean,
it.
yeah, it seems like we
Yeah.
have a theme going, because we've done the 3 Links, and we've done the Powerpuff Girls, and now we've done Japanese idol anime characters. So why not Pokemon?
Yeah, and they have the same colors as Link and the Powerpuff Girls, so now we have to switch up the colors again.
Yep.
True.
All right.
So I have to bring green.
Okay, so we'll do the last photo, and then we'll move into the proper interview section. We're already a little bit behind, but that's fine. So it is your Harley, which I think is probably one of your most famous cosplays, seeing as it's in that cosplay showcase that Cotrix made.
Oh my god, yes. It has 3.3 million views now, and it's just insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's literally insane to me. We did not expect it. We even, this almost didn't happen, this whole shoot, because Caprice was coming to Oslo to shoot different people in Nerdeportalen, and she wanted to shoot it with me, and I didn't know what I was going to shoot. And then she told me that Silje was going to shoot her Joker, and I was like, hey, I just got my Harley cosplay. Maybe we could do it together. And she was like, oh my god, yes, let's do it. And so we asked Silje, and she was down for it. And yeah, this shoot took us 8 hours from like first picture to last picture, but we traveled all over Oslo. This was taken at House Mania. And I have so many weird and awesome stories from this shoot. Like there was this one point where we walked into McDonald's because we needed food, and people were going crazy.
Understandable though, because the both of you are just so on point. It's freaky to watch. Like seriously.
Lucia Farah is saying, "Yay! I have that picture framed." And two other pictures from that same shoot, so that's cool.
Oh my god, yeah, I think I know what it is. Body Desugon, I think. So sweet.
Mm.
Yeah, Lucia Farah is our cosplay grandma, or well, Cici Tori's grandma.
Yes. Not our grandma. We're the same age.
No,
so.
we're the same age. So that would be weird. But she's the grandma of in the fam, so to speak. She's such a sweetheart. We love her so much.
And Sample Cosplay is the mom, so.
And Cici is the baby.
Yes.
Oh, you have a whole family 3.
Yeah, we're the fairy godmothers of cosplay.
I don't know. It's just science, I guess.
Yeah, it just happened that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now you guys have gotten to know Whitespring cosplays better. So let's move into the interview section. So Sunniva, do you want to hit us off first?
Yes, I can do that. We want to know how long you have been cosplaying and how you got into cosplay.
Yes, I have been cosplaying since summer of 2011. So it's a while now, and how I got into cosplay is that I've always been a theater girl. I started in theater when I was 6 years old. I have a family background in it, and just really love dressing up, being on stage, being a character. And then I had to quit when I was 17 because I got too old, and because it had an age limit. So one summer, or the summer of 2012, I was really bored and went to YouTube and went just down a rabbit hole. You know, when you just click next, and you don't know what you're gonna get. I basically did that until I stumbled upon an AMV, and I was just like, wow, so many beautiful people animated, drawn or animated. What is this? So I just started searching more of that up, found out that it was anime, and then I watched my first anime on YouTube, which was Peachy Peachy Peach Mermaid Melody. And I watched season 2 before season 1.
Because, it's Japanese.
Yes. And then in the related videos, I saw a video of people that was dressed as the characters in the anime I watched. I was like, what is this? Clicked on it, and then searched a bit around and found out that it was cosplay. And instantly, when I found out that people were dressing up as these amazing characters that I'd seen, I was just like, oh, it's theater, but better. I want to do this.
Yeah.
Just watched Death Note and ordered my first wig, bam.
I can relate to your story so much. I've been doing theater ever since I was a kid too, and I stopped when I was 19. But I've always kind of wanted back, but I didn't want to study it, and I didn't want to join a group. And cosplay is just perfect. It feeds into that theater mindset so well.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much, especially since I get to be a part of the Kawaii-Con opening shows now every year. That really gives me that outlet for just playing a character on stage. It's so amazing.
Now, combining cosplay with role-playing games, also perfect match. Works so well.
Oh,
so much
yes,
fun.
I'm going to have a D&D night here fairly soon with one of my friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the best.
Now, we've talked a little bit about the play bit of cosplay, theater and stuff. What is it that you enjoy the most about cosplay? What keeps you doing it?
Tricky question, kind of, because it's
Mm-hmm.
so much. It's so much that just draws you in and keeps you there. It's not that much the play thing for me, weirdly enough, but it's more the creative outlet. It's I get to sew, I get to work with foam and so much weird materials, and I get to take a picture at a screen of a digital character and make it come to life, and that's just insane and amazing to me. And I think it's a very awesome way to show your love for a character. And my favorite part is seeing the costume come together slowly, having it go from this to this, just simple steps like that. It's so fun, and then at the end putting it all on and seeing I made this.
Yeah, it's that creative outlet and a sense of accomplishment all in one.
Oh yes, perfectly said. Good.
I have practice. We've done this a few times.
Yes, you're very good in this show. I'm so impressed. But I did start the show when I found out I was going to be on this.
But how do you choose which characters to cosplay? What is your inspiration? Especially when you do so many.
Yeah. Well, I have a long list, so I'm not going to run out of characters I want to do for a very long time. And it just keeps getting longer. But the way I choose my characters is either it's a character that just has this amazing personality that I want to embody, or a character that is very like me in either looks or personality. Or then you have the other side, which I mostly tend to take cosplays from, and that is based on the looks, because as I said, I love taking like pretty things and making them come to reality. So I have done a lot of League cosplays, and I still have more League cosplays I want to do, even though I don't play the characters. Their designs are just so beautiful.
They're so gorgeous. I mean, I still want to do Winter Wonder Lulu at some point, because she's so cute.
You would be so cute. You have the heights.
Yes, exactly.
So, like, just if it's a very pretty, interesting, or character design, that can just draw me in to do it. Like, Ari was my first cosplay, as I said, and I didn't play League. I knew what it was, but I just saw her design and was like, I need this in my life. And then I started playing the game to get to know the character, and now I love it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cosplay opens up the doors for gaming. I have a side question to this question though, because this is just my opinion, because I think that you are either, I don't know if you kind of plan it or it just happens by luck, but it seems that characters that you cosplay are characters that suddenly become very popular, or characters that are, you have cosplayed Wonder Woman and you have cosplayed from Suicide Squad and things that are kind of in the hype. Is it, do you think about that, or does it just happen?
It's both. For Harley Quinn and for Wonder Woman, it was definitely just like an aha moment, walking out of the theater, just being like, wow, I need to be these characters. Like, same with Frozen. I'm going to do Frozen early next year, and walking out of the theater, I was just like, damn, I want to be this girl. And for some characters, like the Bowsette, for example, you see all this hype on the internet, and I'm if I see many people do it, I just want to do it as well. I'm like, I want to get in on this hype. And not a secret, but if you want to be a successful cosplayer, get a lot of followers, get a lot of it is important almost to jump on this kind of waves.
You have to ride the hype.
It's the truth. Like, you gotta ride the hype sometimes to grow in following. And I've seen that with myself. If I do a really popular cosplay that is really popular right then and there, you grow your following exponentially faster than you would normally. So it's a hack, you can say, but also I think just my personality is drawn to these mainstream characters.
Yeah, but it's like when you see something cool, even I do that. When I see something cool, I'm like, oh, I want to cosplay that. It's just that sometimes it happens right after a new thing is released.
Yeah.
And it's still real.
But also, like the Frozen thing, and on Attack on Titan, sometimes the hype can get you down, like, oh my god, everybody's doing it now, I'm not gonna do it. That has also happened. So it depends on the character, I guess.
Yeah. But I think it's a good quality to be like, I'm gonna do this character, and then not be afraid when you see that everyone else is doing it too. It's nice that you kind of push through it anyway and do your own thing. And also a cool thing about doing characters that are kind of mainstream is that you probably get a lot of help from others and inspiration to finish, I guess.
Yes. Like, I'm very competitive in the way that if I see a cosplayer I follow do the same cosplay as me, I'm like, oh, I want to do it first. Or it really motivates me to see cosplayers that I follow do the same cosplay. I don't know, because I feel like we're in the same boat. My struggles.
Yeah. Theodai is curious now. She wants to know which Frozen character is it that you want to cosplay.
let it go, let it go.
I thought it might be Elsa.
Yes.
Talking about mainstream, I mean, but I decided to do cosplay every year, and next year is gonna be Elsa.
Yeah, I mean, but also she's a great character, and she has beautiful character design. So, you know,
just the things I love.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. But you also have a YouTube channel where you make some assortment of different videos. Could you tell us a little bit about what is your channel about?
Well, voice crack there. I actually have 2 YouTube channels. One that I started back in 2011 when I was 16, and that has like 10 or 11,000 subscribers now. We did it was really just us stupid teenagers being weeaboos and filming ourselves, putting it up on the internet. And now me and Tenchi the Bubble has taken over that channel, and we're gonna put some life into it yet. And then my other YouTube channel is just me. It's just Whitespring Cosplay. It has been sort of dead for a little while, just because when I started Patreon, this is taking up so much of my time. So I don't have time to film as much videos as I used to, just Q&As, talking to the camera. And also I do 1 showcase video a month, which is a lot harder to edit than people might think, and film also.
It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, we believe you.
We know. We edit podcasts that are like 3 hours long.
Oh my god.
It takes at least 3 times as long to edit 1 episode.
I can get behind that. I filmed a video recently where I read all my weird DeviantArt comments, so that's gonna be up hopefully next week, because I feel like my comments can be summed up by 3 categories, and it's either really nice, really weird, or flirty sexual. So those 2 are being highlighted in the video.
That sounds fun. I would like to see this.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice. We have a question in the chat. It's not about cosplay, but Abraham wants to know which is your favorite band.
My favorite band?
Yeah.
I'm not really into like bands or solo artists. I usually just go to Spotify, browse, and just listen to whatever's popular.
Okay.
I'm one of those.
Yeah, so your favorite genre would then be whatever is popular?
Pop? I guess. Oh, wait. My favorite... Wait, I have one artist I'm really obsessed with, and that's... What's her name? Billie
Eilish.
Yes, that's the one. I saw her when You See Me with the Crown, with all the spiders coming out of her mouth and everything. I was just like, that's a bitch with an attitude. I like you. Been listening a lot to her.
Yeah.
That's nice. I don't know who that is, but it's good to have favorites.
Yeah, no, I've listened to her music recently, and it's good.
Let's see. Lucia Farah says, the apartment ghost video, if I remember correctly, was the frickin' best. So she's seen something that you've made earlier, it seems.
Yes, I was attempting daily vlogging, because I have periods where I get obsessed with like Q&As, daily vlogging, story times, and then I just do that, and then I was just doing daily vlogging for a week or over a week, and the second video I posted was us moving into this apartment, and I said, no, the lights went out, and I filmed myself. I was like, oh, maybe it's a ghost or something haunting me. Hey, ghost, if you're here, could you please stop fucking with the lights? And as I said that, the lights went on, and I got that on camera. Holy shit. As I covered my mouth and just looked into the camera like, oh my god, the lights went out again.
Yeah. It makes you wonder for sure.
Mm.
The small magical moments of life.
That
Yeah.
was so cute.
It's-
I was standing by the window crying to my boyfriend, like, you need to come home.
Aw.
Let's see.
Cosplay.
Ryurai also wants to know, seeing as you make so many cosplays, what do you do when it comes to space? Do you sell your cosplays or keep them, or you have them, you know, for safekeeping just in case you'll use them again?
This is a very good question. I never sold one of my cosplays. Every cosplay I've ever worn, I still own. When it comes to space, I don't have a lot of it, and my costume it's taking over my life, especially now since I make so many. I have over half of my cosplays at my parents' house in boxes, and then I have like the other half in boxes here in the garage. And then some are, I don't know if you could see, but like that's Todoroki and Bakugo lying up there, and they're just everywhere. Like Walker is on the wall, Wonder Woman is on the wall over there.
Feel your pain. I mean, I don't have that many, but I have not thrown or given away any cosplays except one so far. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It takes up
It's
space.
it makes me not want to make big cosplays because I was like, where should I put them when I'm done?
Yeah. You need a
Yeah.
workshop.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Would you ever consider selling cosplays if you ever got out of room?
No, because my parents live in a fucking mansion. Am I allowed to swear on this
Yeah.
stream?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
It's fine.
Well, my parents live in a mansion, so they have lots of space. So all my retired cosplay are just going there for holiday.
Hashtag not even feeling bad.
I think my room in my parents' house is almost as big as this apartment where I live now.
Nice.
That's
Yes. So it's
Yes. So you've been featured in, and you have made quite a few cosplay showcase videos over the years. How did you get into making these showcases?
well, I think it started with when Jessica Nigri started doing showcase videos of her cosplays. That was the first time I like saw one and was like, oh, so this is a thing. That's cool. And I thought it was just such amazing and unique way to show off your cosplay. Because when it is a picture, it's just a stiff picture. But in the video, you can see the cosplay move. You can have more of the play part. You can be the character, and you can do like be at locations that looks like the character would be at home and stuff. So after watching that, I was like, oh, I want to do that. And then the first showcase video I did was when I was at Barbados in the Caribbean and had my Hatsune Miku and Kagami Rin swimsuit shoot. Wow, that's a mouthful. And then after that, I started doing it with Catrix, with the Harley Quinn and Suicide Squad video, and then with the Wonder Woman. And now I do one a month with my Patreon.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So what do you think makes a great cosplay showcase, like top 3 points?
Well, it's easier to make a good cosplay showcase video if you have a character that is very expressive. Take Harley Quinn and Joker; they are very expressive characters, you know, with like, I'm gonna kill myself, and especially with the Joker who has this laugh and everything. So with those type of characters, it's very easy to make interesting and fun showcase video. Another thing is if you have a big costume that is really detailed, it's easy to film sort of a showcase video of the cosplay. You can zoom in on the details, see all the difficulties in the cosplay. And the last thing would be location, because if you have or if you're filming a cosplay showcase and you're at a location that looks like the character would actually be at home, like in the Wonder Woman showcase video, we are at Akershus Festning, and it looks like her hometown on this island. So you really get the feel that you are the character in her natural habitat. So if you have one of these or all of these, that will make a bomb cosplay showcase.
Yeah, location has so much to do with the setting and just the feel of it all, and it makes the cosplay look even better.
Yeah, both with the Suicide Squad and the Wonder Woman, I got so many comments like, oh my god, it looks like you are at the scene of the movies, because we had these tagged walls and with the Wonder Woman with the brick walls looking out over the sea and everything. So it really bumps up the quality.
Yeah.
So it definitely helps to have a photographer or, you know, location scout that really knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're so lucky to have someone behind the camera that knows what they're doing, it's probably gonna look really awesome either way.
I have a funny story. I have told it before, but it's a long time ago, so I'm doing it again. The first cosplay shoot me and Anita had, we were Ariel and Belle from, Little Mermaid and... yeah, you know the story. And Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast. And we had a photographer with us that we knew. He's called Helino Photo. And he had scouted out this beach in Oslo. So we went there. And we had my shoot as Belle in the grass, having a picnic with books and a little cup. And then Chip, I mean. And then Anita had her shoot down by the shore. And the thing is, like, you look over the ocean and everything looks perfect for Ariel. Except in the background, there is a nudist beach. So even though the location was perfect, there's you can see like 1 pixel in the background. You won't know it's there unless you're looking for it. But there's this 1 peach colored pixel in the background, which is someone's butt.
Oh my god.
It's like
That is just too funny. The fun part is that exact same thing happened in my RL shoot. We are the two sitting at the rocks, and like it was like a good fair distance away, but like we could see the nudist beach like over there. Like, make sure to angle the camera this way.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, not awkward at all.
That thing happened. Wow.
That's so funny. Where were you guys? I think we were at Hook.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same. I mean,
There you go.
There you go.
I live at Bygdøy. Literally, Hook is 2 minutes away from me, so it was easy. But yeah, summertime I've seen a lot of butts.
So don't do cosplay showcases near a nudist beach.
You can. You just have to be careful.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it could get ugly, I guess. Anyway, you also have your own Patreon. What is it like, and how much work and time does it take to keep it up?
All my time. I think people that don't have a Patreon or hasn't looked into Patreon as much don't really know or understand how much work goes into it, because mostly it is one cosplayer doing everything. And I have one set of picture that goes out every month, and it's 20 pictures or more of the character. Like this month I'm doing Bowsette, so it will be 20 pictures or more of Bowsette that I have to edit everything, and editing a picture takes a lot of time. Then there is editing video time lapse, and it's posting behind the scene content, videos, selfies, generally pictures. Then there's filming and editing the showcase video, and making sure that you take enough progress pictures, GIFs, and often, especially now that I've done it for a few months, I'm also making a secondary cosplay that is not as big as the main cosplay, and do a shoot with that, and usually the rewards then doubles. Like you get 4 gifts from Bowsect and 4 gifts from the other, so it's double the work. So yeah.
It is a lot of. I mean, I've done some research on Patreon because the CosCast considered doing a Patreon at some point, but we never really got that far because we have so much other stuff we have to deal with. So
Yeah.
we were just like, I don't know if we have a big enough following that it's going to pay off anyhow, you know? So we
Yeah.
kind of just put that on the back burner, maybe someday, but we know how much work that is to keep up.
It is a lot of work, especially for just one person
Yeah.
that is doing everything alone. But I think you do have to have a significant amount of following to get patrons. Like, for example, I have almost 23,000 followers on Facebook and almost 10,000 on Instagram, and I have 33 patrons.
Yeah. There's
So
only a tiny percentage of people that are going to go through with the whole Patreon thing. So you have to have a big following to be able to, you know,
Yeah, of course, because it is the people that really loves you and want to support you extra, and of course have the economy to do it as well, because some of the tires are like expensive, but it is, as I said, a lot of work that goes into it. So
we have some more questions in the chat before we move on. Let's see. Abraham wants to know, which is the most weird thing that ever happened to you?
Oh, do I have to choose just one?
Well, I mean, the butt beach thing kind of works. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, but have you ever had a fan come up to you at a convention telling them that they love you and being, like, sincere?
No, that has never happened.
No.
But then again, I've never done, you know, Wonder Woman or any of those super I think my sexiest cosplay is probably Link.
Ooh.
So.
Well, yeah, I have so many stories. If you want to know more, I have a whole video up on my YouTube where I go through, I think, 3 or 4 story times that have happened at convention. But I had a girl lick my neck up to my ear just because she liked my cosplay and she wanted to freak me out, and congratulations, it worked. And
Wow.
Deadpool trying to look up my skirt.
Not cool. So not cool.
When you take the character personality to the next level.
Yeah.
And I've had a fan, this was at Desicon, there was a fan, or just a boy who was at the convention who thought I was the actual Harley Quinn from, like, the actual movie. And I was like, nah, he was like, what are you doing here at Desicon? I was like, no, I'm not the actual actress. And he was like, are you just saying that? No, for real, I'm not the actress from the movie. But he just became obsessed with me and started asking, like, oh, what do you think of my personality? Do you think I would be a good boyfriend? And he was like this close, like asking me out on a date right there. I was like, help, someone. And another time I had to hide at Cosplay Studio's stand for almost an hour because the fan was stalking me at a convention and just would not leave me alone. And it was just...
Yes. Well, if it ever happens again and we're close by, you can just come to us and we'll rescue you.
Oh yeah, we are a very strong Triforce.
Mm-hmm.
My tiny arm. Just...
Yes. Minions.
Yeah. Kind of like those small angry rodents that live up on the mountain, you know?
Lemon.
Yes.
Oh, I will definitely come and hide out at your booth the next time.
Yeah. No problem at all.
Thanks.
All
I
right.
always feel that it's always one every convention, and that is still true to this day. So
Yeah. No, we have never had a problem with stalkers ever.
good for you.
So we have a safe zone for you. It's fine.
Oh, guys,
Yeah.
I just thought of a question that we could use to replace the fruit question with.
Uh-huh.
If you were a soup,
Which soup would you be and why?
Wow. No, but we need to ask the fruit question. Whitespring.
yes, of course, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
But we have one more question
Yes, we
before
do.
the
Yes.
fruit question, and that is, what are your cosplay plans for the future? Do you have any future cosplays, prints, events, etc.?
Except for Elsa.
Well, I went through my cosplay list and kind of updated it recently, and I found out that right now there are 66 different cosplays that I want to do.
Oh wow.
So at the end of the year, I'm gonna sit down and like, okay, what's gonna be for next year? But yeah, both selected Elsa, of course, and then I want to finish my Saber cosplay from Fate Stay Night, and I want to finish my what's her name again? Exaya cosplay from League of Legends. That's half done. And then also in December, I'm going to the Caribbean, Barbados specifically, to shoot 4 or 5 different swimsuit cosplays.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm very excited for that. That's going to be fun. Or not everyone's going to be swimsuit, and some of them are just going to be character that fits into the beach.
Yeah. Like vacation cosplay, you know.
Yeah, like
beach episode.
Yeah.
like I think her name is Rick. Oh my god, if I'm saying this wrong, Rika from Final Fantasy.
Oh, Riku.
Riku. That's one.
She's so
I
cute.
love her.
I love her.
She's cute.
Also, Sample Cosplay is saying, you haven't had a problem with stalkers because you haven't caught me yet. Oh, we're catching on to you, Sample.
So, yeah, last question. If you were a fruit or a vegetable, which would you be and why?
Like I mentioned, I stalked your show before when I knew that I was going to be on it, so I knew this question was coming. But when I heard you ask it for the first time, I just paused the video. I was like, damn, that is a good question. So I turned to my boyfriend and said, hey, if I were fruit or vegetable, what would I be and why? And he was just standing there making dinner. I was like, what are you talking about? But he said that I would be a wild strawberry because I'm wild, I love nature, and I'm cute.
Aww.
So
Also, strawberries are the best.
Yeah.
yeah, I love strawberries. So
I usually say strawberry too. I really like strawberries.
Aw, yeah.
So it's either that or cherries. It kind of depends.
Ooh.
And Lucia Farah says, I'll repeat my suggestion about asking what sort of animal would you be instead of fruit or vegetable. So
Well, I would definitely be a cat.
yeah.
Yes.
I love sleeping and doing nothing.
Stay home
Many
and
things to do.
stay home to sleep and lick yourself. That's what
Also, you would have 9 lives, which is nice.
Yeah.
And do that,
Yeah.
yes.
And being majestic as fuck.
Yeah. And
All
no
the
one
time.
cares if you are fat because then you're just cute.
Best reason for being a
Cat is my answer also. If given the chance, I will always say cat.
Yes.
Cat.
Yes. No, so Lucia Farah says, I wasn't alone in taking this question very seriously, I see.
Oh,
And Cosplay Studio says that he's got the perfect location for when you are done with She-Ra. I wonder who's saying that to. Is that you, Vod, or is it someone else?
Shira?
Yeah, maybe it's someone in the chat.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But he's got a location.
Shera.
Mm.
Shera.
Vad säger han?
Shera.
She-Ra.
Shera.
Sure. Anyway, we are way over time already. 12 minutes.
Ooh.
So, well, let's move on out of this segment and into the last one, which is geekery, where we talk about is there anything that we have read, watched, listened to, or played during the past 2 weeks that we would like to recommend to our viewers, or that our viewers would like to recommend to us?
Fateful fumble. I was first.
Haha, you beat Liana this time.
There's a lag, you know. They haven't seen it yet.
That's true.
The question was He-Man's sister, Cosplay Studio says.
Yeah, I know who She-Ra is. I just
Yes.
don't know who he was talking to about the She-Ra cosplay.
Whitespring.
Ah,
Yes.
there we go. There's Ryurai. In the chat with Fateful Fumble.
There's gonna be a very special episode next time, so
Yeah.
watch it.
Yes, it's coming up Friday this week. So that we will have guest players visiting, so it will be very interesting. All right. So anyone who wants to start?
I've because I've been sick. I've watched. I finished Glow. I started watching Haunting at Hill House or whatever the series is called. I have not finished it yet, but I've started watching it. But I love Glow, so if you haven't seen Glow yet, you should see it. It's fun. And I have played through Uncharted 4, which is a very heavy, like story-based heavy game. So if you like platforms, like our platforms that are very story-based, it's a good game to play. Personally, I thought it was too much cinematic, but it was a good game. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
Yes.
Tonya?
Yes.
How about you?
Well, I watched the latest season of Once Upon a Time, and I kind of liked it. I mean, it was kind of repeat with the new generation and all, but it was repeat. But I liked it. But the end. Oh Lord, all the cheese you can muster in one episode. It's like, oh Lord, it was almost too much for me, and I love cheese.
I hate cheese.
Yeah, so you're not gonna see that.
No.
Yeah, well, it was good enough.
Ooh. Living Turquoise is saying, also recommend seeing who is going to be on Drag Race All-Star Season 4. I need to Google that.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting to see.
I have my suspicions. I suspect it's gonna be a fishy season, but I don't know.
We'll just have to wait and see. Lucia Farah says, Deltarune, sort of a sequel to Undertale. I finished part 1 today and I am absolutely shook. So there's that. Living Turquoise says Bohemian Rhapsody is, he can extremely recommend it.
I want to see it so bad.
It looks really cool. Avon says The Haunting of Hill House, so good. I agree, I haven't finished it yet, but I really like it. Rick Make Stuff has the new Tomb Raider. So far it's great, and my usual Sunday geekery with retro games.
Oh.
Yeah. So people are doing a lot of cool stuff out there. Cece says, yes, Tonya, finally! You've been watching Once Upon a Time. Cece is Once Upon a Time fan number 1.
Yep. And Henrik says that he recommends to see Sunniva scream and be super scared on the forest.
Yeah, I've been watching those too. Sunniva has been filming herself while she plays the forest with another friend. And it's hilarious because there are cannibals and she's like, oh no, they're coming! Ah! And then she just hides somewhere and lets her friend deal with it by himself.
Yeah, or I set myself on fire. That happens frequently. Or I scream and get scared, and basically lean on my senpai. That's what I do.
Yes, that's what you do, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's see. Rara has been playing Frostpunk and House Flipper recently. Yeah. I've been watching Glow too. Me and Sunniva started watching Glow like at the same time. I'm not done with it yet, but I really like it. And I never, ever, ever thought I would be into a show about wrestling for ladies. But it's really cool. I like it.
It's so...
And Alison Brie does such a great job in the show as the main character. She's amazing.
Yeah.
What else? I've just, as usual, I've been listening to podcasts a lot. I've been trying to make Rara listen to the Adventure Zone, the D&D podcast, and also My Brother and Me, because they're magical. And when I'm depressed, I always listen to the McElroys because they give me hope that the world can actually be an okay place to live in. They're just wonderful, precious beings. And also The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I finished watching the first season of that too.
Yeah.
I have a lot of time on my hands when I'm on sick leave, so.
Sabrina, is that a new Netflix show?
Yeah.
I'm on episode 4 and I love it.
I love it too, but the only thing is I got a little bit annoyed at her character development at one point, and then I got over it. But I'm not going to spoil anything.
No. What about you, Whitespring? Have you anything you want to recommend?
Well, there's Sabrina. Watch 4 episodes of that, and I think it's really good so far. Also, season 3 of 7 Deadly Sins, the anime, is up on Netflix, and it's so good. Oh my god. And I also just yesterday actually finished watching season 10 of Drag Race. And I'd forgotten that there was something called All Stars until now, so I know what I'm doing the rest of the night.
Right. So okay, what you need to do is you need to go to WoW Presents, which is our World of Wonder. It is basically Netflix for Drag Race and LGBTQ stuff. It's amazing, and it's like $3 or $4 a month. And you get all of the seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race, and Untucked, and All Stars, everything.
Oh my god, I need to.
You're welcome.
For hooking sister up.
Yes. So and also Living Turquoise says Dancing Queen with Alyssa Edwards on Netflix is a great docuseries. It is so entertaining. I binged watched that whole thing.
Is it on Netflix?
Yes. It was recently added. It's only 1 season so far, but it's good.
Now I have some awesome stuff to watch.
Yes, and also Castlevania season 2 is out on Netflix. If you haven't seen season 1, you should do it and watch season 2.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I'm just gonna. RuPaul Drag Race All Stars season 4 has its premiere on December 14th. And season 11 has its premiere on January the 4th. So we have a lot of Drag Race to look forward to in the last coming weeks.
All the Drag Race.
Love me some Drag Race.
Yes. All right. I think that's it. I think we need to wrap it up because we're like 20 minutes over time.
Ooh.
It's not your fault. We do this all the time. We have a term for it. It's called #overcasts. And the fam loves it, at least. So that's the important part.
That's great. I've had an awesome time.
Oh, that's good to hear. That makes us happy.
I'm just gonna say one thing. Basinga, is saying that if people would like, and those that live close to Oslo / inside Oslo on Sunday, it will be Armor Workshop at Bitraf at Youngstorget that people are welcome to join in if you want.
That's cool.
If you have an event, send us a link on Facebook and we can share it on our page so people get to know about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to say is that thank you guys for watching. Remember to give the episode a thumbs up if you liked it. And we will be back in 2 weeks' time with another show. I think maybe next time we're not doing a regular show. We're doing like a live streamed craft or something.
No.
No?
We're gonna jump over it, and we're gonna have 2 in a row, the second.
Yes, that's right. So yeah,
December.
so we won't be back in a while, but we will do double episodes after that because we have some scheduling issues.
Yes. So the next time you'll see us is the 2nd of December.
Yes, keep that in mind. And thank you to Whitespring Cosplay for wanting to join the show. We are so grateful that you wanted to be here, and you've been a lovely guest.
Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful to be asked. It was a blast.
That's great. We were all, that makes us happy. That's the most important thing, that everyone has fun. Okay, so we will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.